Brock Marion. Final score, Dallas 27, Pittsburgh 17. By the way, Larry Brown will receive the Pete Rozelle Trophy after the late commissioner has watched the game in Southern California. Said his favorite Super Bowl was the 35-31 Pittsburgh win over Dallas, Super Bowl 13 in terms of the excitement. And this one, it appeared for a while with about 5 minutes left in the game that we might be headed toward a possible overtime until Larry Brown made the second of his interceptions.
It's one of those things, we sat here for 2 weeks and you kept listening to the things where the Pittsburgh Steelers really didn't have a chance to play in the game. And it just shows, you said something in the beginning about the 2 weeks, you know, that you have to prepare, and it benefits the better football team.
Absolutely.
And in this case, it really did. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, obviously, they were the better football team. But again, the Pittsburgh Steelers has had enough opportunities and just did not take advantage of them.
Vince Lombardi trophy going to the winning Dallas Cowboys, who have now equaled the 5-1 by the San Francisco 49ers. And of course, those two teams battling throughout the course of the year for that supreme position and regarded as the two best in the NFL. And there were times where Dallas felt they would not have all the advantages of being home. Number one seed. It appeared the 49ers were in command.
Well, think about it. 2 weeks ago in the season, how it turns around for them. They get home field advantage. They were worried about playing Detroit in the playoffs. That doesn't happen. They get Philadelphia. They match up well against them. Green Bay beats San Francisco. I mean, Dallas, they were scared to play the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They didn't think they matched up well. The Steelers, a team they thought they matched up well against, comes in.
Charles Haley, by the way, 5 Super Bowl rings. Haley becomes the first to have one finger and the thumb. His father seeing his first Super Bowl game, afraid to fly, so finally coaxed to come out here to Phoenix and see his son win number 5. Father George among those cheering. So Deion Sanders wins back-to-back Super Bowl rings with 2 different teams. 27-17. Dallas, the champions again.
Live from Super Bowl 30, this is the Ford F-150 postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new 1997 Ford F-150. Built Ford tough.
Time now to salute the Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys. Let's go to Greg Gumbel.
All right, Dick Enberg, thank you very much. Down here on the podium, they're here to celebrate a familiar refrain, that of the Dallas Cowboys as champions of the National Football League. I'm joined by head coach Barry Switzer, Dallas owner Jerry Jones and his wife Jean, and the commissioner of the National Football League, Paul Tagliabue, to make a most important presentation. Paul.
Jerry, Jean, Barry, congratulations to you on a tremendous victory for the Cowboys franchise. You played a very tough opponent today, and together you gave us a terrific Super Bowl game. This is the Cowboys' 3rd victory in 4 Super Bowls. You become only the 2nd NFL franchise to win the Super Bowl 5 times. We congratulate you and your extraordinary group of players. Congratulations.
Paul, I want to tell all you Steelers fans, Dan Rooney and his family, Coach Cowher, what a team you have and what a ball game that you gave the National Football League tonight. And I know that everyone in this country recognizes what the Steeler organization is about. But Paul, I've got to say something at this time. As really as accomplished as the talented players that we have on this team, it pales in comparison with how mentally tough and the character that they've had. This ball game represents the kind of season that we've had. It's wonderful just to hold this trophy for you great players, coaching staff, and Barry.
Jerry, let me ask you, this is your, as the commissioner said, 3rd championship in 4 years. Does this one feel any differently? Does it feel any nicer than the other two?
I think it's the game basically says how I feel. The others, we won with a bigger score. This was a struggle throughout the game. Our team played just outstanding as a team, and with the character that, as I said, that they've had. This, under the circumstances, for me, and I'm a small perspective, is the sweetest.
All right, Jerry. Head coach Barry Switzer, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
It has not been the smoothest of seasons. You told us in our pregame show that what other people thought of you, whether you won or lost, is immaterial. Now that you have won this game, do you still feel that way?
Still feel that way. The only things that count is your family. My personal family and this family right here. That's the ones that stuck with me when times are tough. These are the people I want to be with, Dallas Cowboys. I want to say to Jerry Jones something that's very important. He said to me all year, "Are you having a good time now, Jerry?" Well, I want to tell you, we did it our way, baby. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Let's go back upstairs to Dick Enberg.
So Barry Switzer, who was a young coach and recruited Jimmy Johnson and that man Jerry Jones, they celebrate Super Bowl 30. The Dallas Cowboys champions again. We'll be right back with more.
Okay, boy. Now, just like I taught you, I want you to open the cooler, and I want you to get me an ice-cold Pepsi. Come on, boy. You can do it. Good boy, good boy. Maybe later we'll play Frisbee.
Hey, big boy. You got another one of those for me?
Oh.
Je t'aime.
I love this dream.
The job needs 4 guys now, and the guys need all their equipment. You're working harder than ever. You need a truck that does too. Meet the all-new 1997 Ford F-150, the only full-size pickup with a standard Super Cab third door, 60/40 split rear bench, and standard dual airbags, plus a taller cab for more hat and boot room than ever. After all, the guys aren't getting any smaller. The new Ford F-150. Strength after strength after strength.
Extreme cold. It can change the state of your motor oil, causing it to flow too slowly, keeping it from reaching vital engine parts in time. Fortunately, there's Quaker State motor oil, proven to exceed the highest standards car makers have established for engine protection. Quaker State. What's the state of your motor oil when you're out in the cold? Quaker State exceeds the highest standards for engine protection.
Super Sunday excitement continues with the Publishers Clearinghouse Prize Patrol. We're live near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to surprise someone with $10 million.
Patricia?
Yeah.
Please come out.
What?
We're from Publishers Clearinghouse. You just won $10 million. Come here. Come here. Patricia, come on out. Patricia.
Coming this summer from NBC News and Microsoft, an all-new channel, an all-news network, MSNBC.
Live from Super Bowl 30, this is the Ford F-150 postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new 1997 Ford F-150. Built Ford tough.
Welcome back to Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. The winners of Super Bowl 30, the Dallas Cowboys. For the third time in 4 years, the final today, 27-17. Want to remind you that coming up after our post-game show, a special 1-hour edition of Friends here on NBC. Here in the Dallas Cowboys locker room, Greg Gumbel joined by quarterback Troy Aikman. How is it? I'm more out of breath than you are, and you played a football game. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. This is the guys are just now piling into the locker room, and I think it's a feeling more of relief than anything else. We were able to come out and win the ball game, and certainly there were high expectations for this football team, and everybody's very happy, but relieved just the same.
It obviously was not the smoothest of roads getting here, Troy, but why relief?
I don't know. I think maybe just because there's so much expected from this football team over the years. But it wasn't the prettiest game that we played. Defense stepped up and played hard when they had to and made the key plays. And offensively, we didn't do it particularly well there in the second half. But like I say, a win's a win.
So much for predicted blowouts. But in the first half, you really did have a chance to put this game away, and it didn't happen.
Well, we did, and then we wound up having to settle for some field goals instead of get touchdowns, and then they came right back. And we had more control of the game in the first half than what it appeared on the scoreboard. Second half, then, like I say, we didn't do real well offensively, but our defense stepped up, and this guy over here played well.
Yeah, your thoughts on the Pittsburgh Steelers before we let you get away?
They're an outstanding football team. There's no question, and we knew that coming in. We knew that it was going to be a tough ball game, and that's what it was.
Troy, you're in some pretty rare company now. Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana, 4-0 in Super Bowls. You step up to 3-0.
Yeah, it was. It's nice to be mentioned along those guys, and like I say, it's a tribute to all these players in here.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Troy Aikman. Joining me up here on the podium is Mr. Charles Haley, whose playing situation was really very much in doubt, I guess, up until just a couple of minutes before game time. How did your back feel out there?
Well, you know, it got a little sore towards the halftime. But when I got out there, you know, just being out there with the guys, man, you know, I didn't feel no pain. The only thing that was bothering me was my conditioning. I just wish to God that I had a little bit more time to condition myself so I could have gave a better showing.
A couple of sacks out there, though. It seems that you picked your spots very well.
Well, you know, I just thank God. You know, this team has gelled together. Some of the guys that I used to get on all the time, Larry Brown and Shante Carver, really proved themselves today, and I think that this team has really grown up a lot.
You claim your 5th Super Bowl ring, and you have also flirted with the idea of possibly calling it quits. Have you played your last professional football game?
You know, what's going to happen is, you know, I'm going to go to Hawaii, hang out a while, then I'm come back, and I got to talk to the doctors. I got to find out exactly what's going to happen if I keep doing it. You know, like I said, it did get a little bit sore. You know, I'm 32 years old. I got to look past and be able to play with my kids and stuff down the road. But this is something I love. If there's a chance of me playing, then I probably will.
Charles, 5 Super Bowl rings is nothing to sneeze at. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Plenty more coming your way from the Dallas Cowboys locker room. The Cowboys, 27-17 winners over the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll take a timeout and come right back after this.
Ford Credit and Ford Division announced the Great Percent Event, reducing interest rates to just 4.8% APR for 48 months, or choose $600 cash back on a purchase or a red carpet lease. It's your choice on 10 of America's most popular 96 Ford cars and trucks, including Taurus, Contour, Windstar, Escort, Ranger, and more. The Great Percent Event at your Ford dealer now. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Together we are better than we could ever be alone. We'll be a team forever. The world is ours to own. You're a part of me. That's the heart of me. Dr. Pepper, you're a part of me.
At the Carnival of Venice, tradition requires the food be worthy of the celebration. Presenting the Olive Garden's new lasagna and chicken Alfredo, just $8.95. A combination of the best of Venice. Our 4-cheese lasagna, layers of luscious Italian cheeses, together with tender Venetian grilled chicken on a bed of fettuccine Alfredo. And while the wine flows, enjoy limitless free soup or salad and breadsticks. Celebrate our new lasagna and chicken Alfredo, just $8.95. Only at the Olive Garden during the Carnival of Venice.
Wow! Look who we have here.
Just your friendly neighborhood M&Ms. Sit down.
The same M&Ms that come in the bag?
Same ones.
Only bigger.
With a colorful shell, just like this?
The actor's catching on.
And rich milk chocolate on the inside?
Yes!
Oh, then I'm really glad you came by.
Why is that?
Because I'm all out. Which one of you is Peanut?
He is. I hear he's delicious. So long, buddy.
Aliens have invaded Earth, and they've discovered football.
Okay, so I'm the quarterback. I fake to Tommy, then I lateral it to you, Harry. You break upfield. Ready? Hut! Hut! Hut!
Touchdown. Third Rock from the Sun has landed on NBC Tuesdays.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new 1997 Ford F-150. Built Ford tough.
The Dallas Cowboys are victorious in Super Bowl 30. Welcome back to Tempe, Arizona. I'm now joined by Bill Cowher, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bill, the slow start in the first half, was the emotion of the game, did that have anything to do with the slow start by the Steelers?
Well, that's hard to say, but, you know, obviously my hats go off to Dallas, and they made the plays and we didn't.
You had a chance to steal this game. What was your feeling coming down the stretch before the big interception by Larry Brown?
Well, I felt good about it. We came out of the second half. We put together a little drive. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything with it. I think we had a big sack there that knocked us back out of field goal. But, you know, the big onside kick gave us some momentum. We went back down and scored and had the big kickoff. You know, obviously they ended up, you know, getting some field position. But, you know, we still had the opportunity. And, you know, hey, my hat's off to our football team. We got here with our 4 wides with the no hurry. Unfortunately, we fell short today. But I'm proud of this football team.
Bill, do you feel as though you were beaten or that you beat yourself?
Well, I mean, in sports, I mean, there's so many ways if you want to say it, but the bottom line is the Cowboys made plays and we didn't. But I'll say this about our football team. We fought. We weren't intimidated. We came out, and, you know, that's the last play typified this season. We're going to go right until the very end, and like I said, I'm proud of our guys. They never died, and, you know, hey, we gave it our best shot today. It wasn't good enough.
Bill, thanks for coming out. It's a difficult time for you. Congratulations on a great season.
Thanks, John.
All right, we'll be back with more from the Dallas Cowboys locker room. MVP Larry Brown and Emmitt Smith when we return here to Tempe.
Loads are getting heavier, and the stumps are just getting more stubborn. You're working harder than ever. You need a truck that does, too. Meet the all-new 1997 Ford F-150. Our new Triton V8 cranks out even more power and torque. Our V6 out-muscles every standard truck engine in its class. And the first scheduled tune-up's 100,000 miles away. After all, the road's not getting any shorter. The new Ford F-150. Strength after strength after strength.
22 minutes, 16 seconds past the hour.
Nice guy, James. His name's William.
A familiar face. A morning smile. An extra step.
Britain is down, but it got here anyway, didn't it?
Why is that? At this moment, the people of FedEx are using their know-how, determination, and heart to treat your package as if it were the most important package of all. Because to them, that's exactly what it is.
James, such a nice boy. He is a nice boy, but his name's William.
Let's get real. Brakes stop your wheels, but tires stop your car. Goodyear AquaTread 2 has a deeper, wider aqua channel than the original AquaTread to sweep water away for outstanding wet traction. AquaTread, only from Goodyear.
He was a hockey player.
Don't you ever touch my puck!
Now he's going from the rinks to the links.
This guy sucks.
Adam Sandler is Happy Gilmore. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, February 16th. Ripped from the headlines. Nerve gas in crowded subways. 2 cities, 2 attacks.
It's the same guy!
The casts of 2 great shows together starting on Law & Order.
You violated a defendant's constitutional rights.
The story ends on Homicide.
You can't stop anything.
Law & Order and Homicide. NBC a week from Wednesday.
Welcome back to the Ford F-150 postgame show. Brought to you by the all-new 1997 Ford F-150. Built Ford tough.
27-17, the Dallas Cowboys over the Pittsburgh Steelers in Super Bowl 30. We are in the Dallas Cowboys locker room. Welcome back, everyone. Greg Gumbel joined by the game MVP, Larry Brown. And you can tell when a guy isn't used to this because what did you tell me about this trophy?
I said this thing is getting heavy. It's my 3rd one, but it's still heavy here.
Let's talk about the interceptions. The first one you said was a Neil O'Donnell mistake.
Yeah, the first one I think he had a bad read, and I was able to go get it and just hang on to it. The second one, they had been running slants on me all day, so I got a good jump on it and made a play on it and was able to go
take as far as I could.
You tied for the lead in interceptions with this team this season with 6, yet I can't say that you were really the most heralded member of the defensive secondary, but you come up with a big game.
Well, we got so many stars on our team, but, I just wanted to go out today, play hard. I knew I was going to stay away from my boy Dion, so I knew I was going to be the key today. And, whenever you give our offense, Michael, Emmett, Troy, those guys a chance, it's over.
Larry, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk over here with Emmitt Smith's setup man, Larry Brown. He makes 2 picks. Emmitt Smith scores 2 touchdowns. This wasn't your best day rushing, though, was it?
No, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is we won the game. That's what it's all about. And I think everybody here sharing the moment because, we all want to win. That's the bottom line. No matter if I got 100 yards or 200, the bottom line is we won the game.
Tell me about the Pittsburgh defense and the changes that they made in the second half.
Pittsburgh played a great ball game the whole day. Their defense, I have a lot of respect for them. And, they just start coming at us and just kept coming. They never quit. They never laid down. And, fortunately, we was able to make enough plays to win the game. And, when Larry got that last interception, all we was talking about in the huddle was getting the ball in the end zone. And, all I could do was just lower my head down and get into the end zone and put the thing in the zone.
18 postseason touchdowns, 5 Super Bowl touchdowns, both National Football League records. Congratulations,
Thank
Emmitt.
you, sir.
Michael Irvin, who's crying about the penalty called early in the first half. You told me you've recanted that a little bit.
Well, I knew it was a penalty. People got to understand, my first job is to catch anything Troy throw. Well, if I can't catch it, my second job is to make sure nobody else catch it. And he got an early jump on the ball, and I was just trying to make sure he didn't get the interception.
I know that everybody, or most everyone, was predicting a Dallas blowout, and although I know you guys were confident all week long, did this kind of game surprise you?
No, we expected this type of game. When you look at Pittsburgh on film, they got a real quick defense, guys that keep coming and playing hard all game long, and we knew that. We talked about going out on the football field. We said, hey, if we got to play 60 minutes, we'll play 60 minutes, and we got to be careful. We may even have to go to 75 minutes. We were prepared for overtime. It's a good thing. We're fortunate we won in regulation.
3 titles in 4 years. Congratulations, Michael.
Well, thank you. And I'm going to tell you something. This thing isn't over yet now. Don't close the book. It's not the last chapter. We still got some chapters to write.
I haven't closed a thing. Thanks
Okay.
very much. And number 21 here, Deion Sanders, who would like to hold the trophy for just a moment before Michael gives it away into the crowd.
Yeah, I ain't get to hold this last year.
Deion, this is a pretty good legacy for you. You go to San Francisco last year, they win a Super Bowl. You come to Dallas this year, they win a Super Bowl.
I don't think I was the difference, though. Some people may say, but that ain't the difference.
What was the difference?
First of all, I think the Lord had a lot to do with this, and this team is unbelievable. A hell of a coach in Barry Switzer, and the victory on offense, and the way this defense performed, we can't be faded.
I'd like to know what's in your immediate future. Are you planning to play baseball this season?
I tell you what, I love the fans of Dallas, and the baseball situation's up in there, but I'm happy with what I'm doing.
All right, Deion, congratulations.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my mom, my family, my stepfather, Willie. Hey, my boys back, Rossville, all my homies. What's up, now?
Thanks, Deion. Deion Sanders. We want to remind you, we have a 1-hour edition of Friends coming your way right after we wrap things up, and we will come back to wrap things up from Tempe, Arizona, after these words from your local station.
NBC's Fantastical February. And Margaret, as you've never seen her before.
Stop spreading those vicious lies.
Seduced by madness. 2 more bestsellers become NBC motion picture events. Robin Cook's thriller, Terminal. And its explosive action in 87th Precinct. Adam Baldwin, Lindsay Frost, the decade's deadliest fire. Smoke Jumpers. The greatest players, the NBA All-Star Game. Daytime's biggest night, the Soap Opera Awards. Hollywood honors their own at the Screen Actors Guild Awards. Plus, world champion master magician Lance Burton. It's all-new must-see TV with special guests. Tom Selleck on Friends. Shelley Long reunites with Frasier. Plus, 4 powerful all-new ERs. February's biggest adventure, Ted Danson in Gulliver's Travels. The biggest names, the biggest events. It's Fantastical February on NBC.
See them win millions and hear what they'll do now, ahead at 5 a.m.
Ford Credit presents the Great Percent Event. Now get 4.8% financing for 48 months on any one of 10 96 models, including Taurus, Contour, Windstar, Ranger, Escort, and more. 4.8 could mean over $4,200 in total savings, so now's the time to join the million Americans who've already switched to Ford. 4.8 ends soon, so hurry to the Great Percent Event at your neighborhood Ford dealer.
Our family started brewing in Germany, near the Rhine Valley, more than 200 years ago. The traditional way of brewing is, to us, still the best way.
Family brewers, with a tradition of fire brewing for a richer, more flavorful beer. Stroh's, fire brewed for more taste, more character.
The best beer we know how to make.
74 had 19.5 inches of snow and was trapped in an apartment for 3 days.
64, there was that much snow.
February 1967, paralyzed the whole city.
For over 30 winters, Ice Guard has been there to pull us through, and it still is. BP Super 93 with Ice Guard, the only gasoline guaranteed to prevent fuel line freeze-up. You go, or BP pays the toll.
Worst winter for me was 88, 89, 90.
BP, we keep you moving.
Emmitt Smith and his teammates, the Cowboys, victorious in the Super Bowl 3 times now in the last 4 years. Welcome back to Tempe. I'm now joined by Neil O'Donnell, Steelers quarterback. Neil, can you tell us about the 2 interceptions, particularly the last one? Larry Brown was all alone, standing there where the ball was thrown 2 times straight.
Well, the first one kind of got away from me. The second one, you know, we're all in this together. We're a team, and we win together and we lose together. And you know, I'm not gonna single anything out like that. That's never my style. But hey, you have to give Dallas credit. They did us a lot of blitz zones, and they fell into certain places. So it was a game that I told everyone would be an exciting one, and I think we had an opportunity to win it, but Dallas just came out on top.
I know you don't want to single anybody out, but did Corey Holiday miss his assignment there?
No, Corey didn't miss his assignment. No, like I said, you know, we're all in this together. We're trying to win a championship as well as Dallas is. So, you know, I'd like to congratulate the Cowboys, and we'll bounce back next year.
Neil, great season. Thanks for coming out and answering the question.
Thank you.
That's it from down here in the Steelers locker room. Let's go back upstairs to Dick Enberg.
Thank you, Jim Gray. It was interesting watching Phil Simms bobbing and weaving with both Aikman and O'Donnell throughout this game. Your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts, I thought twice the Steelers had a chance to gain momentum and maybe take this game over. But what happened? The Cowboys gambled with the blitz 2 times, and both times Larry Brown comes up with the interception.
Paul McGuire?
You know, we've been waiting for a good game. We had a very good game today. And if people, I'm a defensive player. I like defensive football game. You had it on both sides of the ball. The Pittsburgh Steelers were tremendous on defense, and the Dallas Cowboys did everything that they had to do to win this football game on defense. Credit the coordinators on defense. They did a great job.
And credit to Barry Switzer, 58 years old. He joins Jimmy Johnson as the only coaches in history to win the collegiate championship and the Super Bowl. So the NFC string of domination reaches a dozen. The Dallas Cowboys have accomplished a first ever 3 Super Bowl wins in 4 years, placing them with the NFL's elite teams. And on a team of superstars, Aikman and Irvin and Novacek and Dion and Haley and Emmitt Smith, it's Larry Brown who produces the most valuable play. And Barry Switzer, 65 undefeated Arkansas team he coached, assistant. Undefeated Oklahoma teams in 75 and 85, and the 5 years are his best. A Super Bowl, and in 20 seconds, NBC presents the 1-hour special episode of Friends.
The NBA All-Star Game, the Players' Championship, the French Open, the U.S. Open, Wimbledon, the NBA Finals, baseball's All-Star Game, and the Olympic Games in Atlanta. The great events are all on America's sports leader, NBC.
You're watching NBC, now America's most watched television network.
Can't get the monkey off your back? Then put it in your mouth with Monkey Shine Beer. Monkey Shine Beer.